Hey everybody, it's Cinnamon Coney, your Art Sherpa, and today I'm bringing to you something completely fun but completely different. I'm going to be doing an OKTO sensory art kit here. Now, this is a new thing that has just hit the market. It's like the hottest new thing in art, which is sensory painting with clay. You're going to love it when you see it. To help me do this on the mic is my husband, John.
Hello.
He actually helped make sure that we could do this live for you today by making arrangements with the inventors of this art material to allow us to be able to sell this out of our store and to be able to have some of these kits to introduce to you guys. So this isn't sponsored. This is something we actually asked to do because when I saw this, I realized so many adults in my community and so many people with kids would absolutely want to have this in their art box today. Oh goodness, I lost my chat. Okay, I will just turn that off then.
We'll get it in a minute.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be opening it up, unboxing it, showing you what's in it. I'm going to try to build it in front of y'all live with John's help.
Yep.
And hopefully I'm going to be introducing you something that you're going to be really excited about. I really think they have it for ages 3 to 99. So whether this is an art gift for yourself, they have so many of these painting kits. They're all different designs. They are fabulous. The original artist designed all of them, and I met her, and she's incredible. And this is actually, another interesting thing. This is made in the Ukraine, so you're supporting a woman-owned business in the Ukraine. If that's something that was interesting to me, so I thought I'd share that with you. It might be interesting to you. Now, this is Art Therapy Relax, anti-stress, and it tells you how much time it's going to take. So I'm so excited. Let me flip this over. Gives you kind of an idea. It tells you the color palette. It gives you the data and safety, and it's saying 0 to 3 this isn't good for, but 3 over is good for. And I really think it is. I got to play with a little bit of it at a special art event I was invited to, and that's where I was introduced to this new art material, and they won like every new art material award on the planet that you can win. People are excited about them. I'm going to be doing the easy open. They have an easy open thing.
Mini me you.
Huh?
I'm gonna mini you.
You're gonna mini me?
I'm gonna make you mini.
Make me mini. All right, let me. And then I've got to take this off. I'm going to just take this off here so I can slip this free. Because that'll be easier for me. Easier for me. There we go. Okay. So I'll put this over here to open up. We'll get some John arm there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
There it is. I don't know why it went to the weird Google one. But it just started playing Google. So it's got a couple little tabs down here I have to open up. It's actually fairly well packaged. As evidenced by my inability to get into the package.
This is all hand packaged.
Yeah, you might need to open this for me. I can't. I have these little nails and they're giving me grief.
It has the little box.
It has little tabs in it. You guys are going to love this. So we got to sit down and do one of their guest like mini productions, and we got to see all the different designs as they were first originally introduced. I have scissors. So scissor opening may be necessary. Hi, Nance, and the bug, and Phyllis. It's so good to see everyone, and Carol, and Ramona, and Jane, and Wilda, and Grace. So I've got everybody in my current chat. There we go. So now I've got it open. Woo! It's open. So these in here, this is my background clay. This is my element clay. So they have separated those up. It comes with varnish, acrylic glass varnish that you can do when it's finished. This is air dry clay. So that's what it is. It comes with and I really like this. I thought this was super cheeky. I saw this first time. It's me time, do not disturb or wait, even if you're the whole world. So I think that there was something just really beautiful in that I liked quite a lot. I'll pretend I'm hanging out. Comes with a little brush to brush the varnish on. I think that would take you forever. You might want to use another brush. It comes with a clay working tool, so you don't have to have any clay working tools. I can tell you it comes with a ton of support material, like online videos and everything. So they have more information in here where you get to meet everybody and learn about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really cool. They have a video tutorial on how to do it if you like video tutorials. And they do video tutorials like I do. Actually, I think even tighter that I do video tutorials for what they're doing. They do a really good video tutorial, and you have a little URL code to go there. And then here are some instructions. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. It's got kind of like a step-by-step little booklet here. And it sort of tells you what is going to be for your different things. That looks...
Your mixes.
Oh, and it tells you how long it has to dry. It has to dry for 48 hours before you can
Continue on to the
varnish
next
it.
step. Yeah.
Before you can varnish it. And here's an example of all the different little big art kits. They've got the Kiss, they've got Les Iris, they've got sunflowers, they got water lilies by Monet, flower beds in Holland. The koi fish, I love. I think that one's going to sell out. And again, I have these at the store. I have the ones for the little kids, like, 3 years old to 5 years old, all the way up to these wonderful big multi-hour kits.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep that aside because I'm going to need that. Oh, and look, they have kind of a traceable if you need help with the shape.
I think that fits right into your box too.
I think it fits into your box too. I think that's true. I'm going to come here and I'm going to try to get this with my nails so I can lift this out.
Can I help you get you?
Has a nice, interesting texture. So there's the canvas I'll be working on. I might leave the box here like this. Thank you, Nance. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, and just before that, Heather too. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Heather. I really appreciate that.
I really appreciate the support, guys.
Yeah, very, very much. I think you guys are going to love this. I would definitely recommend doing the video tutorial. I think you've got to be Lego-minded to do the...
They have super experienced, techniques that I would say come from hours and hours and hours
practice.
of play.
Now I'm going to tape this so it doesn't slide while I'm doing the work. We'll see how this is. How will I do? I don't know. My first time doing a full clay painting. I wanted to make sure that, I did the little practice, little introduction one where we made little flowers for our badges. So this will be my first, full one to make. And I've got to get the step out. So step 1 is we're mixing a series of clay together to create this background.
I didn't know we were going to have steps today.
I didn't know we were going to have steps today either. I wasn't sure how we were going to do this. So it gives you an idea of how much you need. You need one piece of this, 2 pieces of this, 2 pieces of this, 2 pieces of this, 3 pieces of this one. And it gives you exact which one they are, and it gives you the color number. So if I were to open this up, what I'm going to have is a bunch of little pouches of air dry clay. I'll need my scissors back.
Okay, I think I set them right over there next to you.
No. 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 Oh, yeah, right here. They just blended in.
Okay.
So these are the little background clays. Woo! Background clay it is. Let me put this down. Just a little bit to the side, and I will kind of spread these out into an organized little bunch of colors so I can see them easily. It's a slightly different pink than that one. So this is a fun sort. I would definitely sort these first. I think this is going to be like diamond painting, to be real honest. I think people are going to really, really love doing this. I think it's something that if you have a creative streak, you're going to, ooh, black. I wonder which the black is for.
All right, so. Man, look at that. I
30s.
think I'm almost ready.
Are you almost ready to what?
So this would be what we would consider the material step or something?
This is the material step.
Materials. Look at that. I got a button. Ha ha. Materials. Although I don't like where that materials is, so I'm going to move it for a second.
So this is what we have to have for the background. Lots of that blue. 1 black, 2 black, 1 of this weird green, 1 of that weird green. All right, 1 pink of this. So there's a couple that are just individuals. I think I've got them sorted now.
Sorts. Oh, thank you, Angela.
And step one,
Oh, you ready for a step one already?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for step one. I'm really thinking here.
That's okay. You think.
I might hand it off to you. See if you are clear on that one. Again, I would do the video tutorial.
So, I think for us, the important thing here.
I think I'm going to just jump on in.
Yeah, it's so step one, if you look 1, 2, 3, 4, is I think where we need to be looking at, right? So like 1, 2, 3, 4 make here, and these
Yeah.
make here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the mixes are for 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So it looks like so you got one purple. See, it's got your little list of them up there. You need one of each of those little things to start smearing and mixing them together.
Well, I'm going to cut this one open. I definitely think scissors are necessary for the clay.
And we'll officially call this step one. Cinnamon opens the bags.
I opened the bags. I am like color matching here just to see if I think that this is the color that I am looking for. All right, I'm going to stretch this out and kind of work this. And it looks like I'm supposed to paint a little sort of
use
circular.
Start painting your skies in. Oh, that works.
And I kind of start putting in my little circular upper corner here that's going to be, oh yeah, because you're just smearing around with my finger. All right. And then I need to make a purple and
You see this
blue and dark purple. So I need to make some light purple.
Yeah, you can see the little guide picture on the left-hand side there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your step to the left of that. There you go. That's what you're making.
Yeah, I'm getting here, but I'm trying to get to this step right here. Trying to see which one this is. I'm trying to determine which purple this is. Feel like
a little bit of there.
It could be this purple
with some dark and some blue green.
And one of these blues. So it shows like mixing even darker color, like a bunch of different colors together. So I think what it's trying to say is you mix the colors together.
And then blend them.
And then blend them.
I don't think you can go wrong here. You're just trying to make that starry night sky.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
I think you can go your own Sherpa way and get that in there.
That's probably going to be what happens.
But that's also why we're here, is to see how you do this. Because
well, exactly.
In all truth, everybody's going to do it just a little bit different, and how we approach that is sometimes interesting to see. Finger paint without the mess.
Yeah. Got 3 pieces of this. And I'm going to come here and paint out a little bit of this. So then I'm going to pull these together and stretch these in.
The little pouches have the numbers that correspond to the ones in the pictures there. So if, for mixing. See the below each little picture?
Yeah.
But I think you got that there. And then you got to start making some sky. Some smeary sky.
I'm going to smear some sky.
Neat. It did it. And I think, you got your... I like it. We'll see what people
And then I think I'm making, it looks like the dark purple and dark blue.
People are digging it.
Dark purple and dark blue mix here, one of these.
The texture is awesome.
The texture is a lot of fun.
Now, what do these smell like?
They don't have a smell at all. No smell.
No smell?
No smell.
Do they leave any stickiness on your fingers? Is it they stick to your fingers at all? Is it?
No, it's not sticky to my fingers at all. It feels the texture on it, it's super lightweight and it's air clay. So it's not sticky. It's not wet. It's very light. And outside of like it sticks a little bit to these packages, getting it out, it doesn't stick to my hands at all. So it sticks to each other really well. It definitely, definitely wants to stick to each other.
And it like sticks to wood pretty quick.
See if I can't
Ooh, little piece
make another little.
of swath of sky.
I'm gonna try to swath some sky. That looks like a dark blue.
That gets some of that deeper tones. I like those.
Let's see if I can't kind of spread this out up here.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get up close on that. They would like to see up close clay.
And then I'm going to kind of smear these together too. I want this to be more in a circle. We're going to put a little sun there. So maybe I'll smear this down kind of like that. And take that all the way to the edge there. Covering up the canvas. The board holds it really easily. I, of course, picked for the show like one of their hardest rated ones. Because I thought, why not?
Now this is it gives you this little wooden
Mm-hmm.
surface. It's like a
Everything's included. You don't need anything. And again, they have video step-by-step instructions
now.
that
Does
you
it
can use. I'm just not using those today. I'm just like free painting.
and about what's the work time on this?
2 hours is what it says.
2 hours, yeah. Ooh, that's so pretty. Nancy's like, this looks a lot easier than painting.
I don't know if it's easy or not, but it's a different kind of fun. And you know what? Sometimes you need to take a break from your serious stuff, your serious work, to do something lighthearted and creative. I had to tell you, the sunflowers one is really cool. And then there's these boxes with like all these flowers fitted in them. It's really, really cool. Kind of like swirl that around maybe.
Swirl. That's looking neato. More clay. More clay. More sky.
More sky.
More sky.
More sky. More sky, more sky, more sky, more sky. All right. So I have a little bit of this blue that's left. I don't know if I need it for this other one. Da 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 da. Just trying to figure out the different color combos that I'm supposed to be doing. I think I'm going to keep on this, maybe this color. Well, there's this darker blue.
So you only get the number of packages to the left for this step.
Yeah. You get this number of packages. But on the video instructions, it tells you exactly how much of each package. Like, see here, like it goes all four. So in each package has what is 6 pieces in it. And then it'll tell you like how many of that you need. And if it only shows you like over here, you only need 1 piece of this little yellow to make that little spire. Or you only need 1 piece of this gray to be part of that building. But on this, you need all of the package to do the swirlies.
I'm wondering how.
Oh, this one came out really nice.
I'm wondering if you may have to push some of your material thinner.
Maybe. I might need to push my material thinner. I'm gonna grab a pink here.
I'm gonna go look for some other little bits of this stuff for a second.
Opening this up. Okay, and then I'm going to start twisting and mixing this up. Hmm. And then there's going to be one little black strip. That's wild. I did not expect that. Okay. So I'm going to kind of swirl this around a little bit. No, it would be with the wherever the you're looking in the wrong location. You did? Hmm. Oh, my happy glasses for making stuff in. My OKTO glasses. I'm going to smear these together in kind of a spiral. That could be good. Well, where the flowers are, wherever the flower one I was partially working on, we'll have a bunch. It was in the other room. All right, so we're actually making some headway, and I got a nice little swirl going here, so I'm sort of happy about this. So it feels really good in my hands, by the way. It actually is a fun feeling to do this. So I've got to figure out what my next little swirly gig is. Somewhere in there, I've got to do a little black. And I think that's with a little bit of the light purple. I might have already used the lightest purple. A little black with the light purple, or purple. I'm probably just need blues and purples, and whatever you've got in blues and purples. Okay. I'm going to try the black here. Cut it open. And then I've got this purple here, so I'll use this purple with the black. Oh, there's a purple that I need.
Just let them know when you're rating.
So I'm rating another one because I had another kit, and these are the same color, so I can use it across kits because we had some samples. Since I'm not being good in using the video, and I'm free creating it. Excellent. And you can buy air dry clay in locations. Like if you find that you like painting with this stuff, this is like available for sets, for kits, for sale in kits and sets around. Yeah. I was working on another one. Oh, I can't do that one. So I was working on another one, and I made these flowers. It's one that's going to be like a box full of flowers. So I was working on that one just for fun. No, where did my instruction sheet go? Oh, goodness. That was scary. It's got my picture. All right. So I need to. I'm going to just sort of stretch this out here. And then a little bit of sort of strain up that way. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Yeah. Ask me any
Linda
questions.
was asking if the clay is sold separately.
Yeah, you can buy some clay. We don't have it for sale separately, but you can buy this clay like at Michael's and
So
different
not so
locations.
OKTO clay. You can
Is
get
air dry
different.
clay.
You can get different air dry clay individually. The OKTO clay, they don't have the individual ones yet because they just got all the kits coming. So all of the clay that we've got here will be available. You know, over the next probably through the holidays, there'll be more and more of it coming available. It's it's just hit the market, so it's really thin on the ground.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like the it's so popular. Like it's sold out at like in seconds at the little art show it was at.
Now it's different
So I think
than
I need a blue and a light blue, dark blue and a light blue.
yeah. This has been there's a lot of it's this is not a um this was formulated with engineering and done in a very high level of production facility. So the materials are very safe. They're very known.
Oh, this is all under ASTM safety standards.
Yeah, so it's unlike other products which you might get off of cheaper sources, which may on the surface do very similar things. You don't necessarily have the confidence that the material engineering and material science safety was adhered to in its manufacturing. Um, these folks have really worked hard to make a really good product, and there's a lot of thought and design and safety went into it. And the ladies who designed it are really smart. So they
Really smart.
yeah, they knew what they were doing. They spent a lot of time working on this product and making sure it was safe and that they had reliable product manufacturing. Um, so we're really pleased that we had an opportunity to show it. So,
Yeah, it's just really what we wanted to do is just show you this really cool new way of being creative.
yep. And we may be sold out of some of these kits because they are super hot sellers. So this particular kit probably is sold out right now. They come in, we'll probably, we get daily updates on when they're getting this stuff in because the
It's coming in from the Ukraine.
yep. And there's as you guys know, there's all sorts of craziness with dock workers that are going on.
No,
That
that got a result.
yeah, I know, but it's still there was a delay. So it all of those things cause a cascading delay in product getting. It's I mean it's all these things are resolved and continuing to move on. I'm not saying that's
And then this is supposed to be like a little swirl here. So I'm doing this in a little
swirl.
swirl.
But as we get product into our store, we're more aware of the global supply chain and its impacts on getting cool stuff like clay, which I think is actually really cool. I'm gonna scroll over.
So I've got that going in there. I'm sort of getting it going, man.
It is going.
I'm getting it going. I'm painting.
Finger painting with
Finger painting with clay. You know, I'm getting the messaging going. It's like a whole thing. I'm using this as my reference to sort of get through here. I'm like, oh, I need a little like light blue, kind of dark blue thing, and this is the blue and purple kind of coming through here, and then I've got light green and green through here. So I think I'm gonna do the blue and blue, this blue, and then the middle blue.
Now I want to ask you something while you're doing this.
Yeah, ask me anything. I'm just winging it.
So Cinnamon and I, in our personal lives, have been pursuing the fact that we are hyper vigilant, and so we've been trying to be mindful.
Yeah.
We've been trying to be mindful that if you take a moment and tell your body that you're okay and that you're safe and you're having a good time, then it reminds your brain of that. And I was curious, while you were playing with this, did you find yourself more relaxed, more fun?
Yeah, because I think I was like, I'm more like just kind of in the can I do it
I was noticing that. That's why I was bringing it up. You seem to be,
swirlies now. I can do more swirlies.
if you heard that term in the flow,
I'm in the flow.
yeah, I think that it seemed like you were because I've just known you a while. So you're just like, I'm playing. And that seems like a very relaxing state. And that's what we were trying to shoot for.
Yeah, I think so. I was just trying to get a little more fun into the.
It seems like a good thing for today because we needed this kind of thing.
Well, I
Like,
mean, every once in a while, this is the fun you need right now.
I feel more relaxed watching you squish.
Just squishing.
Oops.
So I'm just
On
smearing it
camera.
out and just trying to, get my swirls in here. Got some swirls. Might swirl that a little bit. Right? Just get my swirls going in there. I've painted Starry Night like a bunch of times. So this is interesting for me to paint it this way
Fingers.
because I've painted Starry Night so many times. And I think I got to do this purple.
You have to look at your inventory now.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out what color combos I'm like
Oh, you still have the
going
elements
for.
package.
Yeah,
So you're good. You
yeah,
probably got a bunch of stuff. Like
yeah,
we rated a little samples, so
yeah. I wasn't worried about it
so I worry about those things.
because we had the two packages. I wasn't worried about it, and you didn't use all of the clay on the second package,
No. No.
so there's bonus clay there.
No, this does not need to go in the oven. It does
Mm-mm.
air dry.
It's just
So
air dries perfectly, and it's light as air. It's like the clay itself is so light.
here's a piece of when once it's you can
Yeah,
feel
this is dry.
so it's more accurate to say that it's air curing foam.
Air
Or
curing foam.
yeah, it's so it does have it doesn't necessarily dry, but it does cure. Um
Yeah, it
and
doesn't feel wet at all. It's just malleable. It's just pushable.
and once it's done, it makes like a foam. It's really nice because it's and you saw the little flowers that we have. You can actually touch them, and they're very flexible. They're very strong too. I mean, like you can't overdo it, but they're flexible and they're nice. Squish, squish.
This is sort of fun. I'm not even getting into the clay tool at all.
Just finger smearing.
Just finger smearing.
That's fun.
I'm having fun with it.
Well, see, the my personal takeaway this is
I'm gonna take
when
this and some pink, I think.
when doing something like this, you shouldn't be too hung up on replicating it as much as interpreting it. Because, I mean, if you wanted Van Gogh's Starry Night to hang on the wall, you could buy a print.
Yeah. We
But
painted it too.
yeah, but if you want your version of it, your part, your you know, uh, to be a participant in it, I think that's what makes it magical. I want to see Cinnamon's version of this. You need help you with that?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm just sort of playing right now.
No, I'm just want to make sure you're getting in the package there. Okay.
Yeah, this one's a little, so sometimes it gets a little stuck to the package, but that's not too bad, and you can usually unstick it pretty easily.
Yeah, this is all of our kids love this stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, you can be a kid or a kid at heart for this stuff. I'm going to kind of swirl there. And swoop you down. And I'll kind of curl my finger and swirl it down, I think, too. And I'm leaving some ridges in it because I really want to see the clay.
Yeah, I like it too.
I really want to see the clay. Sort of a fun little swirl. These are some really fun little swirls I'm getting going here.
Yeah, I like them.
I like them too. All right, I think
You
got to
think?
keep going.
Yeah, I think so too. Mix the clay.
Got to mix the clay. That one just went flying. And then I think this one, I'm going to mix a pink in. And maybe some of this black and pink here.
Yeah. So as we said, this kit is sold out as of this minute, but I do believe we're getting more of them.
Oh, the kiss is there though, and the sunflowers is
Yeah.
there, and the Holland field is there, and the my favorite is the Monet water lilies. I couldn't get that kit when I was trying to get kits. I had to get this kit, but I had wanted the Monet water lilies. I'm gonna mix all these in here
And so yeah,
together.
I think that on Monday we're going to get another update on the warehouse. So
Hmm.
we'll see what arrived, and there'll be several more throughout the week. So definitely check in.
I'm gonna separate this up and bring this down here.
Ooh, some foreground thought.
Trying to be flowy.
You got the flow.
Trying to get the flow. Like Parappa the Rapper.
Mix, mix, mix the octo clay in your hands.
Mix, mix, mix. Yeah. Then I think I've got to do some of these three. So I'm going to do one of these.
You know, April, you would have to try. There's lots of other different kinds of air clay out there, and you know, I'm not. I think you could try lots of different ones. This is the one that we really had a chance to use and liked, and so we were able.
But this type of painting kit is completely new
Yeah, this
to the
there's
market.
this is not something that yeah, there's been a lot of other thoughts too, and I think that especially like the flower kit is
Oh, so cool.
it's a really good one to get because it's
The
a
cover to it's in the other room if you want me to
oh, it's
show
right
them.
here.
Oh, you want me to show them cover? So this is the other kit that I was working on.
By the way, rotate. Nope. There you go.
There we go.
Perfect. Right there.
You can see that. So it's a 3-day,
Hey, look, there's a
3D.
fly. That's like that's what cats are chasing around.
Well, let the cat have the joy. A little bit of the dark green. Now I find when I follow, I think her name is Katrina's exact directions, things work really, really
Right.
well. Give myself a little swirl there. Maybe I'll give myself a little swirl there. Get this one open. I'm going to be picking this up later. I would definitely have a little trash can next to me.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend a little trash can next to me.
This is turning out cool.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Now, they had built some really big sculptures with this.
Yeah.
Using armature, and I think they had just used foam on the inside and then like foam noodles or something and built up the substructure and then put foam on top of it. And it was just awesome because you'd see this giant hand structure and you're like, that's got to weigh a ton. And it's just like, bloop, nope. Oh, yeah. And thank you, Moderator Rainbow, for throwing that up. If you would like to get text notifications when we go and do these things, you can text. There's the number down there in the description down below, and just send join, and it's 734-808-0828, and it's you'll get messages when we go live.
Or live is fun.
Yeah, we do all sorts of things. Here's a pink one.
I don't need a pink one. I need a green one. Going green because we're down low. Purposes of painting this one out. So sometimes I have to work to get the clay off the package.
Because it sticks to other little things, but not to people.
Ha!
You got it. Does it say on the box what age is there it's approved for?
Yeah, it says exactly what age each project level is approved for. So they have projects for 3 to 5. They have projects for 5 to 12, and then they have projects from like 8 to 99. So this is like maybe one of the slightly older ones. So I could definitely have put my kids into this when they were younger than they are now, for sure.
And I think that most of those age ranges have more to do with the complexity of the task ask.
Yeah.
Like sculpting the little flowers is challenging. It can
Yeah.
learning how to get them to go. It's not like once you get the flow of it, man, it's easy. But that first overcoming the confidence gap of I don't know what I'm doing, and am I going to make this nice? You know, like now Cinnamon's just like, I'm in it. I want to smear some here and there and everywhere.
Well, got through that one, and now I'm into the elements.
Is that now you skipped right through step 2, didn't you?
Oh, I don't know what step I'm on. I just painted the background.
Painted the background.
That's what I did.
We'll call this step 2.
Step 2. All right.
I started with steps, so I'm committing.
Okay, so the next thing I've got to do is I've got to make some stars.
So that is step 2. Stars. See, that's the picture.
No, that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
But I'm going by the picture on the left.
5, 6. Where?
On the left-hand side. You're on the second picture. See down?
Oh.
No, on the left. To the left of.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this one here. I gotta
Yeah.
put some little suns out.
Got to put the suns.
Gotta put the little suns out.
The stars. They're
Interestingly
stars.
enough, the suns have green, and they have yellow, and they have orange in them. So that's an interesting color combo. So they have the light green, yellow, and the orange for these suns. Move these over here a little bit. I can do that. I can hang with that. I'm into that. So it looks like one whole yellow, and then one half orange, one half green. I'm starting to figure this out, man.
I see that. You're in the flow. I'm just only worried about your package opening technique.
Really?
Your little scissor. I'm just.
What's the worry?
I don't know. I have
Do
scissor
I seem
anxiety.
dangerous?
You do. You seem like you have wily snips.
It's just I'm snipping.
I got snips anxiety.
Snips anxiety.
I don't know. I'm anxious.
Well, then
about
take a deep breath and.
Cinnamon's fingers are safe.
Yeah, I'm not interested in having a moment.
Me either.
I'm already having enough excitement with my page being hacked. I don't need
Oh.
any more excitement.
No more.
No more. That it's almost over, guys. I know it's just seemed like it's gone on forever and ever and ever. And just to reassure you, the groups are not hacked.
No.
And the minute the page, that's my art page, not my personal page that says Cinnamon Coney, it was just the Art Sherpa page where I post up, what we're painting and what we're doing, and I share artwork, and you guys can comment there, but you can't necessarily share, and you could review me and stuff. That's what got hacked. And so as soon as that happened, I removed that page from the groups so that I had no access to any of that data at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I untangled it from everything, immediately unhooked my personal account from it. That's why I needed Facebook's help to get my personal account untangled from it. And we've done that. We've untangled the business, and they're going to do something about the page here imminently.
They're working on it.
They're actively, like, we're hearing from people back now, and they're working on it. But I don't expect anything to like Monday or Tuesday on the outside.
Well, I think they're doing stuff, but it takes coordination between other people, and it's not an easy to get done over the weekend thing. But I believe that they already have some of those things in motion based on stuff.
I think I'm come here and I just.
Ooh, there you go. You put a star in the sky. And if you think about it, you use stardust to do it. Because we're all made of stardust. That's how heavier elements are made.
There's a little star there. Putting some stars out there. Just paint with it. You hope what?
I just saw that. So I got a phone call from spam person. It had an area code and didn't say spam, so I had to check it anyway. Anyway, I was just over there looking. And,
Isn't that always like the most annoying?
Yep. And thank you, Renee.
Thank you, Renee.
Renee's just ordered a fish pack from the store. So let's see.
Thank you. You guys will have to let me know. I think this is going to be a good Christmas gift for the creatives in your life, or a special treat for yourself to help you get through the stress of the holidays. Just to be like, I just need something different.
Deborah, that's a great question.
Mm.
She asks, do any of your videos connect to breast cancer awareness? I'm just asking, Deborah from Dubai.
Yes. I've done a couple videos for breast cancer awareness. I have not done it in a while, but I do. I had a couple times that we did that. We did a collab with several other YouTubers actually about that.
Yeah, we've just been sort of rebooting our stuff, getting back on our feet. So it's been super difficult to do some of those more large charity oriented events because it requires coordination on like somebody else's timeline, and that's not something we've been terribly good at over the past like I don't know bit of time is like because everything in our lives has been so topsy turvy.
I'm gonna
But
roll this.
yeah,
See if that doesn't help me kind of.
yes, it would be in our lists. I'm sure I'll see if we can get some of the mods to find some of those for us if and maybe drop some links. But if you go to the Art Sherpa page and then on the YouTube and down in our videos, man, you can search through those videos there, and there's
There's a little dot there. Need a third little dot somewhere. I'll put this one here. Once it touches, man, it's touched.
and Jeanette, I don't know that we've done as much a specific video about autism awareness.
We did.
Oh yeah,
We did it years ago, and the landscape around autism awareness has changed dramatically since when we did it. So we did it in the color blue. We did a series of mountains, and we had a American Sign Language
oh that's
translator
right,
in
that's
the
right.
video to help people who were nonverbal be able to do the painting, and it was a simplified sort of mountain painting. But we haven't done anything in recent years, and I feel like the landscape around autism awareness has really gotten more elevated and has improved a
Yeah.
great deal since when we even tried to do that. All
Well,
right, so I've got some. I've
you,
covered the canvas.
you did.
I covered a canvas, and I need to do a thing now. All right, so
Think we're ready to move on.
I think step 3 is I got to make a little. I got to make a. I got to make a little bit of a village. Got some villageness I got to put
You got to
in.
put the green spire in.
That's
Oh,
last,
oh,
believe it or not.
what?
The green spire is last.
No, no, look right there on the left.
Huh,
Did you see the picture?
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shows
Oh,
this
yeah, yeah,
one
yeah.
as before this one.
Yeah.
That 7 is I got to put the buildings in, and then I get to put in the. Then I get to put in the thing. Okay, so
All
I
right,
got
let's see
black
this.
clay, gray clay,
Multi clay.
multi clay. I'm figuring out my clays. Okay, one piece of that, one piece of gray, one piece of light blue, one piece of slightly darker blue. Okay, so where is that? Yeah, W29. That one. That darker blue. And W31. See, just match the deals to it. And then I still feel like I've got to get some black in there, even though it doesn't say, because there's some stripy blacks in the stripy blue and black.
Hmm. Stripey, stripey.
Stripy, stripy. Okay. So I'm going to try to do this one. I'm going to do a little black and a little bit of blue. See if I can't get a similar little stripy village thing built there.
And thank you, Moderator Rainbow, for dropping the ASL tutorial.
Thank you. So we did a bunch of ASL tutorials, American Sign Language tutorials.
Yeah. All right. I will be back in a moment.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go check on all of the children and things, making sure we have all of our.
Gonna kind of stretch this out into stretchy whites. Sort of streaky white and black. That seems a little streaky. And that's going to come across here and kind of come into a point. So I've got to kind of bring that down here. And that'll be into like a little point there. And get some little yellow. Little yellows there. A couple little yellows down here. And then a little gray. So there's a lot of extra clay in the second pack. So if you were low on the clay over here, the same colors are in the second pack. And because we only need like one piece, like this much, you know, to make like the building. I'm gonna kind of make a little square with my fingers, I think. If I can't shape a little. Kind of a square with my little fingers, and then I'll go ahead and give some little yellow there, and then I can cut a piece here. Thank you guys for hanging out today for this weird, fun landscape. Okay, I gotta take one piece of this. Now this is one where I might want to get my tool involved because I can kind of come in and make this a little bit ridged. Kind of an interesting little spire. Just coming here and making little buildings. I don't know, there's little buildings or something.
I like it.
I have to use my scissors to get open.
How long does it take to get an order in Nashville, Tennessee? Sheila, I do believe that these orders will probably clear and ship on Monday. Um, and it's depending on your distance from the store. Uh, we ship I believe we're shipping what's called Best Way, which looks at what will get it to you in the best price envelope of 2 to 3 days. And so it kind of looks at it, and most of the time it does it with USPS, the United States Postal Service, but I think sometimes now it might choose UPS, but I'm not sure. We're still working on making the shipping more cost effective you know, because that's a complicated thing. But it's the order should process like on Monday, I think, and a couple days. I wouldn't expect more than 3-4 days after that to see it, because I am not sure which warehouse it's out of, but we've got two warehouses that they could ship from, and I think one's pretty close to you. Uh, so I just don't have a full answer on that. Uh,
Oh my
when you check
goodness.
out, when you check out, It will give you a time estimate though, and that time estimate generally is pretty accurate. Um, so sorry about that, Pam. I have a tendency to drift away from the microphone because I don't like to hear myself. So sorry about that. I
Hmm.
have
I can make my thing.
You can make your thing.
I can make my big uh bush now.
The mountain,
The bush.
the bush,
Yeah, see there's a whole
the
extra blue
shrub.
here, and I have almost a whole extra blue here. And then I have almost a whole one of these. So that's all I would have been missing in this. And so you have it in the second kit. They actually have been pretty good about making sure I have enough clay.
Yeah, I think you panicked.
I think you panicked.
I did. Well, so I panicked because I know you don't do you're not at your creative peak when you're limited to art supplies.
No, I like to have an unlimited amount of art supplies. That's true.
If you feel there's an when I notice that when you feel like there's an abundance of art supplies, you will be more creative with the art supplies you have
I think that's true.
because you don't feel a lack.
Kind of like wondering how we're going to do the painting of the bush here. Like looking at it.
I think they say
Curious to me.
you could do it separately and then lay it down on her.
Yeah.
Did,
I'm not going to do that.
you could build it on the piece of that's what that piece of paper's for. See, you can build it on that and then
What piece of
transfer it.
paper?
The one in the box. See in the box
Oh,
that's just you build it on that then
I
transfer
think
it
I
to,
can wing it. I think I can get this shape. I'm not that. I think I'm not gonna. I see that they have provided this really helpful traceable for me.
that's how, yeah, that's right. So your transfer pieces. You're gonna paint on the surface. You're not
Yeah,
gonna use a traceable.
I'm getting all the clay out because we need it all right now.
All the
Oh,
clay.
no.
Whoop. I'll get it.
Will you got it? You're gonna crawl down low and reach it and get it. It's right there. Thank you. You're good, stunt hands. Weird projects online. But this is just fun. This is fun like diamond painting was fun. Actually, maybe a little more fun for me.
All right.
You know, I suppose I could use it in the. I'm gonna be a rule breaker and just free sculpt out.
Hmm.
What I'm gonna do. And this one is not. Oh, this one is not squishy. I think we grabbed one of the old ones.
Well, remember some of them we had started to open and then changed our mind on.
Mm.
So some of them may have been partially opened before.
Doesn't matter. I'm all good here. Okay, so I've got to do some brown.
Just getting that bush in there.
I'm gonna just get this bush in here. I'm gonna be just wild about it.
So I found a little container of pink that I thought was partially opened. It
Mm-hmm.
was not partially open. So I got a whole little bag of pink here if you need some.
No pink. I just got to get my little bushy thing in.
I think the clay is only pliable for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then after that, it really starts to get firm. Firm clay. Actually, it turns into foam, is more like what I would say.
Yeah, it just gets very foam-like.
Mm.
Just kind of mixing it.
It does, it really is very workable. I mean, like, it's very, you can, uh, using, if you've ever worked with other clays like Sculpey or things like that, just
Probably should have done their little.
just your fingerprint is enough to leave marks in the clay and kind of reshape it. And when the air clay, or when the octo clay comes out, you can do that. That your fingerprints can leave the little indents, and it's really, really workable. So you can get a lot of really interesting high detail if you're looking to do that. But as it cures, that starts to go away. So it still will stick to itself, so you can work it back seams together, but it doesn't pick up the texture of your fingers. So there's a little bit of of this kind of artsy science to it, so that as you work the material, it changes how much texture it picks up from the working, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's an element of the material that I really liked, especially as you're creating like flower textures and things like that, or plant textures. And it's not on a canvas, it's on a piece of wood that had been texturized on one side so that it has more surface gripping for the octoclay.
Sort of painting with long strips of it.
Yeah, after it sits overnight, it shouldn't be very pliable.
Oh, it won't be pliable at all in a few hours.
Yeah.
It'll be all stuck,
And
stuck.
yeah, and the board is supplied in the kit,
Yeah, everything that you need for the painting is supplied in the painting.
including a tool that Cinnamon has, like, no, I just use my
Just
fingers.
use my fingers, my fingers, my fingers. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe I'll do some of these yellows. I'm kind of rolling it out. This kind of took me to figure out a way to get the process, but now I think I kind of got my jam here. Painting it with little stripes. I think I might grab a little black too. Use up a little of my brown. Gonna build this way up. And I think I'll be there. I will have done it. And I did it without the video instructions, which I think is like tough enough.
It is tough.
But that also lets you know that the kit is intuitive enough to just use for fun.
Yes.
That you don't have to, if you don't want to go watch the tutorial, you don't really have to enjoy the kit. That you can sit somebody just down with this and
Make something cool.
make something really cool. kind of like my bush.
Yeah, I like it too.
Got into it now. I wasn't really sure of it now. I'm kind of like, it's okay.
He's turning out.
See, we're all of us sometimes are beginners. Right
That's
now, I'm a beginner at this.
that's my favorite thing. Is you only get to be a beginner once. And so I have learned to really enjoy and take my time being a beginner
Do
because
it.
it's real easy for something to become old hat and not fun.
Mm-hmm.
So being a beginner sometimes is a lot of fun. So I try to procrastinate my being a beginner
Yeah.
so I have more of it.
Make little triangles.
Not that I don't do more stuff. I just don't try to push to be so perfect so fast.
Yeah. No, there's got to be a chance to like figure things out.
Like I'm trying to make a kinetic sculpture out of air clay.
Are you right now?
I'm trying to make it ballot.
Little roofs on that just because I have some extra. Kind of play with that landscape. I think I like it. I think it was really fun.
Yeah, I think so.
I genuinely got through it.
You made it. You made a sculpture.
I painted with clay.
Wow.
Painted with clay.
I'm gonna make you big again.
Make me big
Let's see.
again.
I'm gonna
So
go.
these sets are on the website. You're gonna see them around though. I expect them because they are made in the Ukraine because there's all the stuff going on over there that is though. They're holding up really well with their factory and everything. Um, I think these are just going to be the fun, creative toy, creative expression, creative way to do this. And I think, the more you played with this, I think the more I played with this, the more personal techniques I would get.
Yeah.
This one was like just trying to figure out how to do the whole process. But I think if I did this again, I would be like even more like blendy the yellow into my blue. I would definitely get more painterly with this. I
Yeah.
think if I did this again. Um, this was really fun though. Just experientially, this was a very fun project.
Well, I have to say it's been very fun just watching. So
And it looks a bit Van Goghish. It does. It's
yeah.
supposed to be Starry Night. We were working on Starry Night. And again, they have these wonderful other kits. There's the Great Wave, there's water lilies, there's the koi fish. The koi fish are so cute.
Yeah.
Flower beds, there's the irises, there's the sunflowers, and then there's the kiss if you're feeling very, very challenged. And each one of them will tell you all of these kits are a little bit more challenging. The least challenging of these kits are the koi fish. Those are the easiest ones to get into on the first thing, and it teaches you the basic swirl technique. This, and then you sculpt out some little clay fish and a little lily pad, and that's all you've got to do for that one. Um, the next one, the Monet lilies, also is another simpler one where you're just sculpting the flowers out and everything. It gets a little more challenge when you get into the kiss or Van Gogh sunflowers or the irises. But again, I've sat down with Julia and Katarina, and when they're showing you how to do it when you're doing the videos, there's no question. Like the instruction there is super helpful and very self-explanatory. So, and I know you guys are like amazing at um, watching tutorials. So I hope this was fun and a
Yeah.
weird Saturday activity that we haven't done in a minute.
I liked it.
We'll be back to our regular painting
Yes.
next class. We'll be back to our regular painting next class, but I thought it'd be fun to do this. If there's any questions before we go.
Let's see. Let me go back over here. I was playing with air clay too. Do, 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 do. This is a very good, relaxing Sunday, is what Phyllis says. And Pam really enjoyed this. Thought this was going to be really good. Let me scroll up here and see. Very Van Goghish, yes. And yeah, I think that under the sea piece of this stuff. Yep.
Yeah,
Sandy.
you could
Yep.
do Under the Sea really easily. I think you could, and yeah, I think you could also make this your own very easily. I think you could as easily follow the instructions as
Oh,
just free go.
thank you,
Oh,
Angela.
thank you, Angela. Oh my goodness, Angela. I think you're going to love these kits. They're just a lot of fun.
Well,
Um,
thank you, Darcy. I thought it was enjoyable too.
Me too. I really enjoy it. It was a fun day. It's a fun, silly day,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we've got to do every once in a while is fun, silly days. It's still workable right now. Like even like I can kind of make a little, I can be a little fussy with my little,
Yeah.
make them a little wanderier.
Hmm.
So I have a little workability time with these anyways, where I could work them more if I wanted to in my bush and all of my stuff. I can still move around the suns, but the background is starting to set now.
You know,
This background up here is starting to set where it would be. I can still move it a little bit, but you can feel it starting to set.
yeah. Now I know Amy was just like, we need a chat day. We need to get a day where we can all get together and chat. When's our next patron event where we can all get in there and just do a big chat? They would, we just do our Zoom. When do we do those?
Wednesdays generally, and I'm trying to
Wednesdays.
decide we might be doing them in the evenings because it lets
Mm,
more people attend.
yeah. So those are a really good. That's a good time, Amy, to catch up and do those kinds
Yeah,
of things. So
yeah, it really is. But I think we're more like this was a mellow day. This
this
reminds
was,
me of early YouTube or
yeah.
like early experimental. Like we don't know what we're gonna do YouTube.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
But I mean, this is you got to see me be a beginner and not know what I was doing and have to figure it out on the fly and
Mm-hmm.
everything like you might in your own studio. So that's a universal experience, especially like if I were to, and I wouldn't, but if I were to take up stained glass right now, and I wouldn't
Because
because
you
I'm afraid
bleed. You bleed so
so
much.
much.
Oh
But
man.
say I decided I was ready to face it. I was ready to face it for the beauty of the art because I love the art form, right? There would be a lot of ouches and a lot of mistakes and a lot of frustration for the first 6 months of that, of just learning the basic tools, right? Like, yes, all of my artistic know how, once I learn the basic skills, will start to come into play and allow me to do some really fun stuff. Like, if I played with this like 5 or 6 times,
Right.
right, with this clay, you would see very quickly that I would start to internally develop some techniques. I would start to recognize how this medium performs. I would be able to figure out how I wanted to push it. Like just here at the end, I was starting to figure out some brushstroke stuff that I was like, oh, I wish I'd known that in the beginning. I'd have been a little more swirly with my stuff. Um, I think that's with anything is there's this learning curve.
Yeah.
There's this time where you don't know everything and you've got some awkward figuring it out. And it can be so easy because there's such a weird pressure in the world to be there all the way done right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? To be finished right now. It's just immediate, 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 immediate.
To be
Like
professional. To
right
be
now,
awesome.
right? Right now.
Maximum.
And there's no room to be a beginner and to have learning mistakes and to enjoy that process of figuring it out. I think we don't value that experience enough, and I think sometimes as a society, we now I know you guys don't avoid it because you all took on painting, but know that that's really brave because I think sometimes in society we avoid, doing those things where we try something we are not intrinsically going to be great at the first time we do it, and then a lot of times people who try art because they're not instantaneously great at it, they assume talent, that if you have talent, that means you can just sit down and do anything artfully the first time you try. But you know what? Like quilting, yeah, I had good color theory in my quilting, but I still had to learn how to fussy cut and I had to learn how to square things and do the math, right? And how to use my cutters and everything. I mean, remember how much I had to
Oh
like
yeah.
figure
Yeah.
out all that to just be able to pull off a quilt. So we're always going to be a beginner at some of this fun new stuff, and we should be like up for taking that challenge and jumping in my opinion, in my
Yes.
humble opinion, you know. And then the bug says failing is a fun way to learn how not to do things. Yeah, you know what? It is. It is a fun way to learn how to do it. But you know what? Do you remember the joy of simply dropping a rock in a body of water just to see what would happen?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have a purpose past, just
Learning.
learning and just experiencing the world. I think that especially as we get older, we really need to lean into learning new.
Yeah.
I think that that's very important for our quality of life, and to not get rigid and stiff in our thinking. Is if you're constantly taking on new things like painting or sculpting or cross stitching or quilting or whatever new creative thing that you're taking on, writing, creative writing or poetry or music. I think that these things help us stay agile and plastic and malleable to the world and able, like, better adaptive at the world around us, in my opinion. And I'm going to do a deep breath
Yeah.
because this is a relaxed day. All right. I will be seeing you guys super soon. I'll be sure and put up the next painting class. It'll be an acrylic painting class. We're going. I hope you guys enjoyed being introduced to OKTO. The company could not be cooler. The women who invented this could not be cooler. So it's a really great company. Like, you can feel good about spending your money in a place that goes to a great reason and a great cause and supports great people. Um, so that's a nice thing. And also, now you've got like that surprise thing that nobody expects to get, like, maybe for the holiday coming up. I think this is a good thing, or as a special gift to yourself. So I share this with you. Go check out all the different kits. There's so many different kinds of kits, from just actual sculpting to this painting to the big paintings. You will love it. And are you good, babe?
I
All
am.
right. So on that, I'm going to tell you to be good to yourself and be good to each other. And I want to see you at an easel really soon. Bye bye.